Wow.
You remember when we were about 14 and we were walking with my friend Jake? You remember this story. This story, I'm not a religious guy, but I was like in my teenage years for a little while, and it's because of this story.
I think we were younger than that. I think we were around 12 because we were in 6th grade when this happened.
No, we weren't in 6th grade. I'd met my friend
7th
Jake
grade.
in middle school.
Okay.
And I was living in that neighborhood and everything. So we're walking, and I'm trying to remember all the details. But we're walking, and we start to come around the corner and stuff. And what was he doing? Was he sitting there?
He was sitting there, like, cross-legged on the side of this sidewalk right next to your house.
Yeah, we were just...
Like, we had to walk past this guy to get back inside your house.
This is an adult man.
Yeah.
Sitting on the corner right near my house. And
we should mention that
did he have a bike with him?
No, he was wearing a black sweater, black pants.
He had a black trench coat on.
Yeah, and he had sharp black fingernails and black sunglasses.
And he had all kinds of crazy like necklaces and jewelry.
Yeah, he had
stuff. And he was just what happened? He wanted to talk to us for a second.
Yeah, he said, "Come over here," and we were scared because he was pretty scary.
We were just some kid. We weren't tough kids or nothing. We were just some nerdy kids like about 14 walking by, and some crazy guy in a trench coat just was like, "Hey kids, come over here. I want to talk to you." So we come over to him, and he just starts rambling.
Yeah, he starts showing us his necklaces that depicted some very bad stuff.
He was trying to preach to us his gospel or something.
Yeah.
And he was basically said, and I remember it perfectly, he said, you have to ask Mother Nature for forgiveness. Admit that you are a motherfucker, and that you have to beg for her forgiveness.
He said we had to cut our finger and
cut your finger. I think he said with a needle or a blade. I can't remember. He said stick it to the ground
because we are motherfuckers.
Because you're motherfuckers.
Yeah.
And I was befuddled. I was so confused. And then he was like, and he was going on, he started talking about the apocalypse and stuff, didn't he?
Yeah.
Was he talking about the apocalypse?
He was talking about some pretty scary stuff.
And he was talking about
13-year-old kids.
He was talking about the end of days, and he was talking about the return of Jesus Christ. And then he pulled out these gold medallions.
Yeah.
He had 3 of them, and one of them was all busted up.
Yeah, it was like duct tape.
Yeah. And he said these here depict Jesus when he comes back, and they were all depicting Jesus Christ murdering
on horseback
minorities.
Yeah,
he was on horseback putting a spear through like a black guy, and I was like,
yeah, it was very disturbing and scary to some little kids.
I still to this day I'm like, who was this guy? Where did he get
for
these
years?
things?
I thought that guy was the devil.
Yeah, we thought that he was like.
And what made it worse was Jake. Yeah, Jake made it worse.
Our friend Jake at the time, he was kind of like into the weird stuff like that. He was kind of religious, but he was into like magic and stuff, which is a weird combination.
But do you remember how he made it worse?
Oh yeah, he was like he started messing with us afterwards
because
he could tell
he left to go back out and find the guy.
He did. He acted like he was leaving, and he came back and like claimed all this stuff had happened when we were out there, and we thought it was the end of the world because we were just naive.
He came back and claimed that he had found the guy, and that the guy knew all of our names.
Yeah,
knew where we lived,
and we were like, "What?" We were panicking. We were panicking.
Jake made that 10 times worse than it needed to be.
And I still don't, to this day, I don't know why he did that.
Yeah, that was weird.
I thought like he would be just as freaked out as we were. I don't know. What if he knew the guy or something?
Didn't you say that like 2 weeks later you had seen the guy like all nonchalantly riding his bicycle?
Yeah, I was walking home from school, and I passed the same corner, and the guy just nonchalantly rode by me on a bicycle with like a bunch of bags and stuff.
Looking like a lot less scary.